I'm Caroline Ames. I'm one of the nurse practitioners at Ames of Pediatrics. I'm currently on maternity leave. We welcomed Penelope at the end of January, and we have a 21-month-old daughter, Lily. So we've been trying to entertain her indoors since the end of January when we had the baby. And now with quarantine, it's gotten even a little bit harder. So we thought we might share some ideas about how to engage your child and practice developmental skills and also keep them entertained and happy inside. So we have a few ideas that we'll show you guys. Bear with our messy house. We are surviving, as I'm sure you are too. So we are making a necklace with Cheerios, and all you need is tape, Cheerios, or anything circular. Bonus if you can eat it as a snack, and some yarn or something to thread it on. So we've taped one side of it to her tray, and we put some tape around the other side to make it easier to thread. And we are threading Cheerios to make a necklace. Right? Yeah. So we're working on fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, and we're working on counting as we thread them, and we're having a snack. Right? I'm gonna put another one. Good job. Pretty beads. And if you get hungry, you can have a snack. Uh-oh.
Mama,
Uh-oh. You have to focus. There you go. Good job.
Can you eat your necklace?
A snack to go.
Throw it in. Throw.
Yay!
Yay!
So here we're working on gross motor skills. We're working on throwing things.
Whoa, that was good. Can you throw that one?
So we have,
Yay!
all we need is newspaper and something to throw it at.
Throw it in.
So we've used our baby swing
There you go.
and this box.
Good job.
Good job, Lily. Good job.
Good job. We're balling it up. Ball it up. All right.
Then you gotta throw it.
And now we're going to throw it. Boom. Can you throw it? Come here. Oh, let's try it again. Can you throw it? Throw it. There you go.
So she worked on crumpling up the paper first, which was really fun, made lots of fun noise.
Good.
And now
Whoa.
she's using them as balls. So with this activity, we're practicing shapes and we're working on gross motor skills, including jumping. And if you get really fancy, you could have different colors of shapes, and so you could work on colors too. This is a little bit advanced for our daughter who's not 2 yet, but it's similar to something that we do in the office for a lot of 3- and 4-year-olds to check their development and see if they know their colors, all those color blocks we have on our exam room floors. So we ask the kids to jump from different blocks. So we're asking her to jump into different blocks, but at her developmental stage where she doesn't really know her shapes yet, this is a great way to practice them. So when she stands on one, we say, "You're standing on the triangle."
Can you jump into the triangle, Lily?
This is the triangle. Good job. And then you jump over. What are you going to jump onto next? Jump. Can you go over to the circle? Circle. Yay. So every time she stands on a shape, we say what the shape is called. There's a square. These are all blue. Good job jumping. So we're working on jumping and we're working on shapes and colors. If you have space outside, you can do this with chalk outside as well. There's a diamond. Good jumping. A square.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We made a mess last time, didn't we? Can you jump into the circle? Yay! Can you jump into the triangle? Good job. This one's a little bit messy, but you've been warned.
Yes. Jingle.
Lots of fun, lots of mess. So we have filled up one of our sinks with water and dish soap, which turns it into foam. And actually we used our blender to make some of it because it's thicker, so it's more of a sensory exercise when it's a little spongier and thicker. And then we put her in the sink in a bathing suit with some of our just basic kitchen toys. So we have some measuring bowls and some measuring cups and a little teaspoon measure in here somewhere and a ladle. And so she's getting to practice the sensory exposure, but also dumping things into larger containers and dumping them out. So fine motor skills, and she's getting to spend some time in the water. I would say if your child has sensitive skin or eczema, to be careful about scented soaps and to be careful about spending too much time in water, and make sure that you rinse them off after and put some unscented lotion on if they have sensitive skin. But this is a great way to entertain a child while you're trying to get something done in the kitchen, if you have someone keeping an eye on them, obviously, to make sure they don't come jumping out of the sink, and a good way to clean up after a mealtime. Good job, Lily. I hope that gives you some fun ideas. We've also been doing a lot of baking and cooking, which is great for exposing your kid to new flavors. If you're a picky eater, that having them involved in the food prep can make them more open to new things that they wouldn't usually eat if you just served it to them. Helps with counting and also fine motor skills, you're measuring ingredients and age-appropriate use of knives and things like that. And we've been doing a lot of coloring, playing with chalk, playing with window chalk to make our house a little bit more festive for our neighbors who are all also stuck inside. So if you have any questions or concerns about your child's development, please reach out to us. That's a great way to use the telemedicine platform that we have. And as always, we are available for you if we can help. I miss all my patients, and we'll see you soon.